So I am not an experienced traveler, but I do have to travel, and I am going on a trip to race in the UCI Masters World Championship track championships in Roubaix, France, via Paris. So here is what I am packing. Normally, I would take a roller case, and the reason why is navigating the airport with navigating the airport with a big ass bike box, rolling bike box, a huge 28-inch four-wheel roller packed to the gills to the 50-pound limit. Both are 50 pounds packed to the limit, and then my personal stuff, and then a backpack. Normally, like I said, I would take two rollers, a carry-on roller and a 28-inch roller plus the bike, and kind of cinch the two rollers together so I had these two things rolling. It works. Amazingly, it works, but I'm trying something different, and ironically using a suitcase I've had a long time, and it's this Eagle Creek. I don't think they make it anymore, which probably doesn't help you. This Eagle Creek 22-inch bag, but more importantly, what it is a back. It's a suitcase, a two-wheel suitcase, a lightweight two-wheel suitcase that is also a backpack or a duffel bag if you want. And what I love about it is that functionality, that three-way functionality. And it is very light. I think it's all told it's 7 pounds empty, like max empty. I'm sorry, the maximum empty weight is like 7 pounds. And what's nice about it is that it has these backpack straps that come out and tuck in, and there's actually three secure points. One obviously on the bottom, but the top part has a quick Velcro attachment, and then it has a buckle that goes even higher, so it's really, really, really supported. How comfortable this will be for a long distance, I don't know. It also has a chest strap, no waist strap though, no waist strap. But this is easily and quickly deployable because you just go click, rip, and then you just uncinch the bottom. Actually, you don't even need to uncinch the bottom and just tuck it into this backing pocket that's in here, which I guess you could serve as a laptop compartment too, a small laptop compartment. That said, if you go on the travels, the reason why I wanted to bring this is this way I can navigate the airport and the train station and Ubers and all that stuff, which is going to be fun, getting from Charles de Gaulle to Roubaix. Having never done that before, but being able to roll the 28 and the bike box with this on my back and my backpack on top of the 28. That said, the nice thing about this system is when I go to race, I'm going to be able to either take the whole suitcase, because it is very, very light, and really with the wheels, it's really not in the way. Oh, and there's just so you can see, this is how you attach the bottom of the backpack duffel bag to the frame. And the frame is sturdy but light, aluminum handle, and it has two stops. Yeah, two stops. Anyway, I was going to either bring the whole case with me to race with and put my gear in, my helmet, my clothes, and my nutrition, and my shoes, or just take the backpack frame off and just do that. It might just actually be nice to have the ability to wheel this around. And like I said, the wheels don't really get in the way. It's far enough back. I'm a small person that these don't, I'm not very wide, that these don't dig into my back. So that's my bag that I'm going to travel with today, this week. So this is what's in my bag. There's a little outside pocket. I got my corduroy bucket hat. Since I'll be in Europe, it'll be cooler. Not much cooler, but it'll be cooler. And this is crushable. tuck into this pocket so it's easily deployable, quickly deployable. But that's all I got in here, since really magazines aren't a thing anymore in reading materials. There's another compartment underneath that that's a little bit less quick, and what I have is my scale to make sure my other luggage is balanced to the 50 pounds. And I have my awesome handy dandy Eddie Bauer 10-liter stowaway sling bag. This goes with me everywhere. It is an awesome bag. It's the Generation 3, the latest one. It is the best bag. I've tried the Pneumatic Navigator Light 6-liter. That was a train wreck, and that video on YouTube is actually kind of funny of how many people I've triggered and upset by giving a negative review. Love this because it's easily stowed, hence the name stowaway, in your luggage, and it's also. But I don't crush it down because I have stuff in here like sanitizer. Oh, and this is the thing I have in here. This is actually kind of cool. Whether or not this actually technically saves space volume-wise, it is still pretty cool. It is a set of reader glasses that fold into a nice little handy pouch. Oddly, there's a 1.0, yet they have enough magnification for me. But I don't put this in this little pouch. It folds into its own pouch, which is really cool. But I don't do that just because I can, that way just pull this out, and I have crap in here anyway, so it wouldn't fit. So maybe I should stick the scale all the way down the bottom. And then, so yeah, this all fits in this little pouch in the front, and here's the rest of the stuff that I bring. A Patagonia down vest. This thing goes with me everywhere because it folds into something tiny and is incredibly warm, stylish, simple. And if cops want to find me if I'm wearing this, that's probably suboptimal. And oddly, I guess orange is my favorite color. Orange is the new black. And let's see. This goes back in here. The other thing I'm bringing, the weather's going to be between 50 and 67 while I'm there, between Paris and Roubaix. So I don't really need a really warm coat. It is going to be raining, so I have this awesome Gore-Tex jacket by Viev. They don't make this anymore because the company's out of business, but it is really cool. It's a really, really nice jacket. One of the nicest Gore-Tex jackets I've ever owned. Too bad they're out of business. Fully taped seams. Just the construction's amazing. What I love about it is the fact that it has this awesome micro suede collar, and it stands up. So it keeps you warm, and it looks cool. And the hood is a good shape. It's just a very stylish, it's arguably one of the best looking Gore-Tex jackets I've ever seen, let alone owned. Other thing I have now is a Patagonia, yeah, I'm a fanboy of Patagonia mini hip bag. But what I have in it is a travel router, which I'm going to try to use for the first time. This bag, honestly, is not a great bag. There's hardly anything you fit in here, but it is handy as an accessory pouch. The other thing I got in here is a Yeti Rambler 26 bottle. The reason why I have the bottle is I have protein shakes for breakfast, and I'll use that for recovery after my events. But I don't want to bring a shaker bottle because that's only single use. So I'm going to use this as my shaker bottle and my coffee bottle. So it's 3 uses. Actually, 3 uses, because the third use is as an actual water bottle, just in case getting water at the track is a hassle like it was at Manchester. Of course, I didn't find out where the water spigot was until the very last day. The other thing I use a lot are Eagle Creek packing cubes, OG ones. These are Spectre I have had the original OG ones, and those, when the Spectre came out, I grabbed these because they are lighter and much more supple and compress more. I have the sock cube, which I packed in a pair of wool. I'll leave them in here. Wool Patagonia socks, which I just got, and they're kind of cool. And you know, I guess I'll keep them. Wool is handy, always handy. And I actually have another pair of wool socks. I'll take these out because I will not need these. These are too heavy. These are icebreaker ones and too heavy. I'll bring the Patagonia ones and pack another pair in it to replace that. So set that aside. I'm leaving tonight at 9:20. Patagonia, the Spectre packet for my underwear. Got 2 pairs of wool underwear in here and a pair of very light Uniqlo seamless boxer briefs, which are actually kind of flattering. But the wool underwear is handy so I can wash them, which I'll get to the washing part in a minute. I have a wool-lined Smart Wool bag. And what's cool about this is it's a cinch bag that you can wear as a backpack, right? But if you reverse it and fill this up with whatever, the wool becomes a pillow. Whether or not that's going to be helpful in the end, who knows? But it's kind of nice to have. It doesn't take up any space, and could always end up being a laundry bag. So that goes into the bottom of the bag. I have these knockoff packing cubes, and I'll add a link. I got these a couple years ago, maybe, and more importantly, I got them because they were the closest thing to Spectre, which Eagle Creek stopped making Spectre, but they rebranded it to the other one. I forget the name of it, but they rebranded it. I don't know why, but this brand was nice because it was the closest reproduction of the Spectre, but heavier. But not that said, not the Spectre material is so thin, it's incredibly strong though. I've yet to damage it, and I've used the crap out of it. This brand is somewhere in between the OG heavier Cadora and the Spectre material. It's light, but heavier, not as supple. But the most important thing is it came in like these medium sizes, in these in-between sizes that my Spectre stuff didn't come in. So right there, it was worth it. And in this pouch, I have all of my shirts, and they're all wool. And Merino Tech are the shirts I like to use, and Icebreaker. Though the Icebreaker stuff of late is not very good. It puts in a lot of holes. The Merino Tech stuff I like because it's just a little bit more robust, and it doesn't get holes in it. And it looks good. I've got a long sleeve polo Merino Tech shirt in here, and a couple of polo shirts, and a bunch of t-shirts, wool t-shirts, all wool. Pants in here, a couple of Lululemon ABC pants, not the commission. They're everyday pant, whatever they call it. A pair of Kirkland Costco Viore jogger pant knockoffs, and they're pretty nice. A little bit baggy on me, but I like it. I think that, and then I have a pair of, which I'll use, I think, as pajama pants. Oh, and I have a poly wool long sleeve shirt I use as a pajama shirt, or it can double as an emergency shirt. Yeah, so I have some Adidas. I'll be in France. Adidas joggers for the track, Viore knockoff pants for the for pajama pants or lounge pants. Technically, they're lounge pants, and these are nice. I'll have to do a separate review of these. They're the J. Crew Tech shorts. Though they kind of wrinkle a lot. I like these a lot. These are 7-inch ones. These are great shorts, especially if you get them on sale. In my humble opinion, the best short for the money that I found, and if you're athletic, because they fit incredibly well. And I've got to screw it up my packing. Anyway, that's everything in here, and I will show you my backpack that I bring on as a personal item. Into the backpack, before I forget this, this is where it comes into the laundry aspect. It's not going to be too terribly sweaty. Whenever I'm at an event like the national championships and it's outdoors and it's really sweaty, you're going to have a lot more laundry load. Since I'll be indoors, I'm not going to be sweating as much. And frankly, most of the time I'll be having downtime trying to recover. But one of the interesting things is if trying to do laundry in a hotel. And so this is just kind of one of these problems that may or may not be a problem, but I'm trying, created one. And I saw this really cool tip of using laundry sheets, laundry detergent sheets, for as to travel with. And the reason why you use the sheets is it's not a liquid, so you don't have to carry liquid, you don't have to carry pods. Pods smell nice, but man, those things are very delicate, especially if you're packing them, and you don't really want that crap all over the place. These are citrus scented. They don't really smell. And the one person had mentioned that one of the things that someone had mentioned was it makes your stuff smell nice, like laundry sheets, dryer sheets. These don't have that smell, but they're highly rated on Amazon. What I have it in is a little mesh laundry bag, since anything when I wash is delicate, since it's, you know, cycling stuff. I've got a plastic bag, and why this is important is for any random thing that you need to take with you or throw away, or that's wet. Lightweight, takes up no space, but more importantly, a lot of places outside the US don't have plastic bags. Not even outside the US, outside of where I live, don't have plastic bags. It's a good thing we're trying to cut back, but I was in California for Ninja Warrior and fell in the water, and asked a friend who lived in LA who was coming to meet me was to just bring me some plastic bags, and they had a hard time finding them, which is so funny. But it's a good thing we're getting to that point where we don't have plastic bags. And speaking of waterproof, to actually do your laundry, this is for like dirty laundry, but if I had a laundry service like I did in Portugal, I would just stuff the stuff in there and have the laundry service take care of it. But if you're going to try to clean your own stuff, I carry Castile soap in my track, my stuff that's packed in my checked bag, and I just use that for emergencies in case you got to get washed up. But more importantly, I had the Sea to Summit. This is like a 13-liter bag, dry bag, and this serves as a laundry bag. If you can, a scrubber, cheap scrubber. It's waterproof. It's a compression sack. These things are awesome, and they weigh nothing. And at Sea to Summit, anything Sea to Summit makes is the bomb. So that's handy, and it takes up no space, and it just feels nice. But, a side note, I have a COVID test kit. The other thing as part of the laundry system is this laundry line, drying line, and it's just got a couple of hooks on each end, and you try to find something that's solid to anchor it to. When I was in Portugal, I didn't really have too many places to anchor this, but if, push comes to shove, I could have anchored it somewhere. But also, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff that was sweaty and stinky enough to warrant the use of this. And how you hang things on this is clever. And what it has along the lines are these little beads. These little beads. And when you separate the beads, it opens up, and there's two lines going through the beads. It opens up a hole, and that's where you loop your clothes. You loop the end of part of your clothes that you're trying to dry, and then you just simply cinch it to hold it in place. Incredibly simple, incredibly elegant solution to a problem if you're living outside of a bag. And Sea to Summit makes this, but to be honest, I actually got this off AliExpress for like $3 as opposed to the $15 or $20 or $30. Sea to Summit wanted for it. Pretty sure Sea to Summit makes this, but it's the exact same thing. It's the other nice thing about this is that it has a little reflective strips on it so you don't go and have a trip wire in your hotel room. You know, you're in a different place and you never know. And it's got this hook on the end that helps you use this as an anchor point. It's very, very handy, very convenient. Weighs nothing and takes up no space, but could be really, really convenient. My handy dandy Patagonia MLC bag. I think this is the 40 liter. It's the larger one, but it's my absolutely favorite bag. It is the old school shiny polyurethane bag, which is going to be a collector's item soon. Love this bag. It's my absolute favorite bag. I'm a small person. I shove people, my wife was like, that thing, you're going to take that and put that under your seat? It's like, it totally fits. And I kind of use this as a footrest, a gentle footrest. But what I have on it are, if TSA is going to take this, fine, but I have it on the outside. But it's a Night Eyes carabiner little tool that actually is it's really cool. It's really nice. It has a pry tool, screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, it's carabiner, a wrench, cord cutter. It's got, if you need to cut something, that's cord, bottle opener, and yeah, it's pretty handy. And there's some serrations on here. What you would use that for, I don't know, but it's handy, a handy little tool. I also have a Night Eyes double carabiner, which is handy because it has two beaners on it, and you can clip this onto something and clip something onto that. But that's all on the outside. If they're going to confiscate that, fine, take it. I'm into spray hand sanitizer. So much so I got two bottles, which I probably should get rid of one of them. Breath mints, ginger, decongest in case I get really congested on the airplane, which that doesn't happen. Benzoic chloride towelettes, alcohol-free towelettes, which are anti-septic. More ginger. I get motion sickness, though not nearly as bad. Gummy bears. Quick to access stuff on the outside because this is, like I said, it's going to be underneath my seat. I got snacks. This is an awesome Rumple shopping bag. This thing is awesome. It's like tiny, and it's a very large shopping bag for my trips to the supermarché in France. Compression sleeves. These are, I've gone through so many of these. Blitz U is this brand. I love them because they offer me enough compression. I have a grafting tool, or whatever you call it, facial massage tool, but I use it to massage my forearms when I had tendonitis issues. But it still feels really good. So it's a little mini grafting tool, and I forget again the face name for it that it's actually designed for. The other thing I have is my handy dandy icebreaker beanie. This thing's clutch. This is a lifesaver. Takes up no space. Keeps you really warm. And is incredibly handy. Also icebreaker. Scarf, beanie, multiple, or buff, whatever you want to call it. This thing's awesome. Takes up no space. Feels amazing. Not scratchy at all. And it's got a little design on it that makes it a little bit more interesting. Again, this could be a potential lifesaver, literally and figuratively. And inside here also I have a very, very nice Bucky eye mask. I sleep really well on the plane. I generally don't need that, but you never know, and it takes up no space, so why not? What's funny about my packing all these little things in this section is that it ends up having all the weight on this door, on this panel. There's also a section in here that opens up and has a ton of stuff in here. And that's where I got my reader glasses, some masks, protein bar, a microfiber towel / handkerchief, my handy dandy Fisher Space Pen, which I'm hoping the ink is still good. And it is. This thing never fails. Also, it's got a stylus, a touchscreen stylus on the end, which is pretty dope. And it folds like that. And it's got a clip. I paid extra for the clip. But this thing is clutch in case you got to fill out forms. I carry a spork, a folding spork, plastic, of course. Just because you never know. I carry a Philips Sonicare toothbrush head. The reason why is I can use this as an ad hoc toothbrush. And keeping along with dental care, I just have a little container having with a couple picks, dental brush. I've got some hand lotion. That smells really nice. And then that's all like a mesh compartment here. That's what I like about this bag is the organization aspect of it. The reader glasses I have also are blue light blocking, so it's double duty, especially in the middle of the night. I'm going to be using those quite a bit. In fact, I could probably take them out of the plastic bag because these are brand new ones. So I can use them right out of the gate. Throw that out. Yeah, since these are blue light blocking, they're metal, they're a little heavier duty, they're really nice. And it comes with a pouch, I think 5 of them, no, it's 3 of them for $10 or $15. The other thing is I have a turtle neck pillow that I like, but there's another solution that I like even better that I'll show you in a minute. But one of the deals was part of the turtle when I bought that was you get a mail-in passport wallet. Whether or not this is useful, I don't know, but it's nice. Out of the box, it's kind of like big, so I put a rubber band on it to try to compress it. There is space for euros, which I have tucked in here, and I put in a Pebble Bee wallet finder card that works on the AirTag system. And yeah, it's nice for free. Why not? And just put a little rubber band around it and put that in the safe compartment that's inside the bag. And I have a couple of lashing points on here. Other cool thing is my icebreaker hoodie. This thing is wicked expensive, but worth every penny of the $225 that it cost. Go bigger on it. I got usually I normally wear a small, but I had to get the medium on this after it shrunk a little bit. But this thing is awesome. It's warm, it's comfortable, it's awesome. Snacks. Rice Krispie treats, protein bars in a plastic bag that will come in handy. My Ray-Ban Meta glasses to do some social mediaing. My tech bag, my personal item tech bag, the stuff I use that I don't need immediately, it goes in my suitcase. I don't need that, but when I'm in the seat, this is the stuff I'll need. Worst case, not knowing like which outlet, and I'll do a whole separate video on that. Oh, I've got a vapor collapsible water bottle. You know, normally I'll get to like the 4th hour of the flight and be like, I'm rationing water. So my plan this time is to fill this up, you know, after I get through TSA, and have that along with my other water bottle that's 24 ounces, and that is a Brita filtered water bottle, which I love, and I'll do a video on that if necessary. Then I have my camera bag, and this is all I've got my Insta360 X3 microphone for the iPhone, a tripod stand, tripod holder for a phone holder for a tripod, a mini tripod, and space for the Pocket 3, which I'm using to film that, and the mic too. And then here's the fifth or sixth neck pillow that I've owned, and they don't make it anymore. It's the Cocoon neck pillow. And what I love about this is it's small. I guess the best one, the one I would probably want to end up with is the Sea to Summit one, but that's like $50. This one I got for like $15 at Sierra. But what I like about it is it's a little bit bigger than Sea to Summit, but I think it's a little bit more cushy, and not cushy, a little bit more plush, because it has this quilted microfiber backing that goes against your face, and the valve is large, and it is just, I think it's just a really, really nice bag. So unfortunately they don't make it. If I find a good deal on the Sea to Summit pillow, I'll grab one of those, but as of right now, this is what I'm going to settle on. The Turtle one I tried on the train going to New York last year, and it was fine, but I think this is absolutely the safest bet. But anything like a small neck pillow that's inflatable and holds air, more importantly, is clutch. Yeah, so that's the stuff I bring on the plane. That's the stuff I will be bringing on the plane. And I should have done it this way, I guess. Thanks for watching.